What is going on, my precious gems? Thank you for tuning in to Channel 4. I'm your host, Frosty Cones, your coach of the Austin Aggrons, here for our Week 3 battle of the WSS, the World Showdown Series. And I didn't say that already. It's Week 3 against my boy, CC. It be he. It ain't me, but it do. And he's the coach of the Poole Piplups. And I just want to start this video off before we get into the battle with just a little bit of transparency. This was our second take of our battle. We did have a battle before this one, but CC ended up disconnecting, unfortunately for him. Fortunately for me, I was actually pretty tilted during both battles, because during the first battle, he got super hacks luck. He got crits on me, he got burns all over me, and it was really fucked. I think he got like a fire punch burn on my Mega Scizor, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? This is wild. But we are out here. On our side, we got Casher and our Mega Scizor, Unohana, our Chansey, Ivan Ooze, the Muck Alola, Anizat, our Hydreigon, Aura, the Ninetales Alola, and Gizmo, our Sableye. And on his end, he's got the Megalopunny, Raikou, Ribombee, Donphan, Metagross, and Umbreon. And he basically brought everything that I kind of prepared for. I was kind of expecting / not expecting. I was actually more surprised, I want to say, by him bringing Donphan. He did have some other options that he could have brought. Like, he could have brought Volcarona, if anything. And I'm glad I did kind of prepare for that, for Ivan Ooze at least, with Anizat. So that way we can switch between the ground weakness and the ground immunity. So, God, this battle. No spoilers, by the way. But we're going to go ahead and get into this battle. So if you guys want to show your Austin Aggrons some of that love, then definitely leave a like on the video. Be sure to check out my boy CC's channel and his side of the battle. And subscribe to this channel. Add yourself to the stash of gems if you are new. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Boop! So he sends out his Metagross as I go for Sableye. Sableye was actually like my best lead for anything, because I do have Fake Out on this set. This was Fake Out, Taunt, Nightshade, and Recover. I brought Taunt mainly because of setting up Stealth Rocks. So I go for the Taunt, expecting that this was his Rock Setter. I highly doubted that Donphan was going to be his setter, because that's probably his spinner. And I do remember giving some advice to him a while back, saying that it's not always good to have a spinner and a rock setter in the same moveset. So he's going to switch out into his Umbreon as I go out into, who did I go out into? My Mega Scizor. I went ahead and went straight for the Mega Evolve, get some good damage off on the U-turn, and switch into Ivan Ooze. I guess he went for the Taunt, expecting me to Swords Dance or maybe go for a Roost or something. But he goes for the Wish, because he did take some good damage as I go for the knockoff and follow up with a Shadow Sneak. But he does get all of that damage back, and he goes for a Foul Play. It really doesn't do much to me. This Muck set was max HP, max attack with knockoff, Shadow Sneak, Pursuit, and the Z Crystal, the Poison Z Crystal with Gunk Shot. So he's going to go for a Wish as I actually bust out that Z move and just throw Acid all in his face and nuke him out. He goes into his Donphan, and obvious Earthquake is obvious, so I switch into Anizat and go and soak up that Earthquake. I double out into Aura to put some pressure on him because of my Ice typing. I do want to set up my Aurora Veil, but I completely forgot that this thing gets Play Rough, so I'm glad I did swap out when I did. I go for the Aurora Veil on the next turn as he goes for the knockoff. That was actually a good situation for me to be in. I wasn't thinking of who he would have for knockoff, but Donphan makes total sense. And I'm glad it was just Light Clay that got knocked off, not leftovers on Sableye or the Choice Scarf on Hydreigon or Eviolite on Chansey. So he does switch out into his Metagross as I go for an Ice Beam. I probably should have doubled out into something else, I'm not too sure, but I felt like that was my best play at the time. So I feel like he did have a lot of options with his Metagross. He could have gone for Bullet Punch, he could have gone for Meteor Mash, or just set up rocks like he did as I go into Anizat, who is packing the Flamethrower. I am Choice Scarf into Flamethrower as he goes for the Bullet Punch. I did know from our previous battle, but I kind of forgot that he did have his Oka Berry. So In hindsight, I might have tried to pop the berry early or something, but I also had Earth Power, so it really didn't matter. He switches into his Lopunny, which he does Mega Evolve, and I know that a high jump kick is coming my way, so I had to toss up something to set up a spotter. Sableye was kind of my best option for that. I didn't really want anything to take a lot of damage from a high jump kick. So I also needed a clean switch into Chansey, who is max HP, max defense with Thunder Wave, Stealth Rock, Soft Boiled, and Counter just for the Mega Lopunny. And this Chansey I'm basically made this team around making Chansey and my team live against Mega Lopunny and being able to dish it back out to it. So I'm not too sure if he predicted my Thunder Wave or predicted the counter, or he just needed a clean swap. But he goes into his Donphan and it soaks up the Thunder Wave. On the following turn, he doubles out into Raikou as I go for a counter, expecting either a knockoff or maybe an Earthquake, maybe even a Play Rough, predicting, I don't know. But I felt like counter was a good play. And obviously it's not going to do anything to Raikou as he goes for the Volt Switch and goes into Donphan. And I set up my Stealth Rocks. He gets Rapid Spin off on me, which isn't that big of a problem. I can put on some more pressure by setting Rocks up again or something of that nature. But I do go for the Soft Boil because I need as much HP as possible to live any kind of hit from a Lopunny, a Mega Lopunny at that. So I go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks again as he goes for the Rapid Spin, or sorry, not the Rapid Spin, but he goes for Knockoff and knocks off my Eviolite. So I have 0 chance of living anything from Mega Lopunny now. And he goes for the Rapid Spin, gets a crit off of me as I fucking misclicked and went for Thunder Wave. If I would have gotten counter off then, it wouldn't have really put me in actually it would have set me up for a better situation. Oh my god, it's just hitting me. That misplay really mattered. That misplay really fucking mattered. So he switches out into his Raikou as I switch out into... Who did I switch out into? What? Come on. I switch out into Aura. That's who I switch out into. Just for Death Fodder. I really couldn't afford to switch into Anizat, and I'm really hard at making predictions with choice users on what I'm going to lock into. So I go ahead and go into Ivan Ooze as he Volt switches out into his Metagross, which I should have predicted. I don't know why I went into Gunk Shot. Misplay number 2, or 3 actually. I could have just gone for Shadow Sneak the turn before. I could have just gone into Pursuit or Knockoff, expecting that Metagross to come in. I would have been in a much better situation. But he does get the Earthquake off and take out Ivan Ooze, which really, really fucking tanked because I needed that for Ribombee. I needed that for just any kind of pressure I could put on, especially with that Poison Touch. So I go out into Cashern to set up a Sword Stance as he switches out into his Raikou, and he's going to go for the HP Fire here. I was able to live it, but I went for the U-turn and not Bullet Punch. I probably could have gone for 2 Bullet Punches for some extra damage. I'm not too sure. I actually wasn't fully invested in attacks, so that really fucked me there. There's a lot of mistakes I made in this battle. So I'm able to pick up the kill with a Flamethrower on Anizat as he switches into his Donphan and knocks off my Choice Scarf. And I'm like, this is kind of a good situation for me. Not really, because I didn't know that his Donphan was Assault vested, and he's able to get the player up off, no problem. So I throw out Unohana to see what I can do, and I go for a Soft Boiled. Obviously, this is just going to be a stalwart, if anything, so I go for the counter just to knock out the Donphan, and he sends out his Ribombee. I can't really do anything to it. I think I clicked the Thunder Wave on this turn, as he goes for the... Oh, wait, that was a fucking crit? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I didn't realize that. So, Chansey goes down. I go into Cashern, and he goes with another HP Fire. He had a lot of fire coverage. Like I said, he had Fire Punch on Lopunny. He had, HP Fire on both his Ribombee and his Raikou. I don't know. I thought I was really prepared, but... I was prepared. I actually was decently prepared for his team. It's just like when it came down to the actual battle itself, I just made the most bullshit plays. And after this battle, I mean, obviously I was really fucking salty after this battle. I mean, if any of y'all are new to the channel, I get really fucking salty when I lose. And I mean, it comes with the game, and after I'm past my salty phase, like, I had fun. Like, I had fun with the battle, but my God, like, I need to probably take out Sableye from this team. It was more for a gimmick and because it's my mascot and all that bullshit, but Sableye really doesn't do anything for me on this team. It's not bulky enough to live anything. It's not strong enough to kill anything. I don't know. I really need to take out Sableye, probably for a ground type to soak up any electric type moves, because electric types and fire types destroy my team. So I need to just go and see what's available and pick up a mon that's actually good for my team. So that is going to end off the battle for last week's or this week's WSS battle. Good game, TCC. It was fun after the fact. I'm not gonna say it was fun during, because I was really angry, and I think me being tilted from the first battle actually made me go into those really bad misplays. But definitely be sure to check out CC. His channel is really cool. He does anime reviews as well as Pokemon content. He does some really cool shit on his channel, so be sure to check him out. Show some Austin Aggrons some of that love by hitting that like button, and again, if you're new, hit that subscribe button down there to add yourself to the stash of gems. I'm starting to ramble, so I'm gonna get up out of here and bounce. So thank you guys for tuning in to Channel 4. I'm your host, Fore.K, signing off. Peace.